Woohoo! It's time for positive action!
¡Hola! ¡Es hora de acción positiva!
Mrs. Hart and
¿Y Shayma?
we welcome you to the Morgan County Partnership's Positive Action Daily Community Vlogcast.
La señora Hart y Shayma os damos la bienvenida a los vídeos diarios de acción positiva.
Oh, today is Talk It Out Tuesday.
Hoy es martes marchoso.
Let's get ready for a awesome day of learning and wellness.
¿Listos para un gran día de aprendizaje y bienestar?
The positive action word of the week.
The positive action word for this week is role model, and in Spanish, modelo de conducta. Now, watch this beautiful lesson of Talk It Out Tuesday.
Hi, I'm Violet Hott. Welcome to the Morgan County Partnership's Read-Along series on race and diversity from PBS Kids. Today we will read Amazing Grace by Mary Hoffman, illustrated by Caroline Bench. Grace was a girl who loved stories. She didn't mind if they were read to her or told to her or made up in her own head. She didn't care if they were from books or movies or out of Nana's long memory. Grace just loved stories. And after she had heard them, and sometimes while they were still going on, Grace would act them out. She always gave herself the most amazing part. Grace went into battle as Joan of Arc and wove a wicked web as Anansi the spider. She hid inside the wooden horse at the gates of Troy. She went exploring for lost kingdoms. She sailed the 7 seas with a peg leg and a parrot. She was Aladdin rubbing his magic lamp to make the genie appear, and Mowgli in the backyard jungle. Most of all, Grace loved to act out adventure stories and fairy tales. When there was no one else around, Grace played all the parts herself. She set out to seek her fortune with no companion but her trusty cat, and found a city with streets paved in gold. Sometimes she could get Ma and Nana to join in when they weren't too busy. Then she was Dr. Grace, and their lives were in her hands. One day, Grace's teacher said they would do the play Peter Pan. Grace knew who she wanted to be. When she raised her hand, Raj said, "You can't be Peter, that's a boy's name," but Grace kept her hand up. "You can't be Peter Pan," whispered Natalie, "he isn't black," but Grace kept her hand up. "All right," said the teacher, "lots of you want to be Peter Pan, so we'll have to have auditions next week to choose parts." She gave them words to learn. When Grace got home, she seemed sad. "What's the matter?" asked Ma. "Raj said I couldn't be Peter Pan because I'm a girl." "That just shows what Raj knows," says Ma. "A girl can be Peter Pan if she wants to." Grace cheered up, then later she remembered something else. "Natalie says I can't be Peter Pan because I'm black," she said. Ma looked angry, but before she could speak, Nana said, "It seems Natalie is another one who don't know nothing. You can be anything you want, Grace, if you put your mind to it." On Saturday, Nana told Grace they were going out. In the afternoon, they caught a bus and train into town. Nana took Grace to a grand theater. The sign outside read, "Rosalie Wilkins in Romeo and Juliet" in sparkling lights. "Are we going to the ballet, Nana?" asked Grace. "We are, honey, but first I want you to look at this picture." Grace looked above and saw a beautiful young ballerina in a tutu. Above the dancer, it said, "Stunning New Juliet." "That one is little Rosalie from back home in Trinidad," said Nana. "Her granny and me, we grew up together on the island. She's always asking me if I want tickets to see her Rosalie dance. So this time I said yes." After the ballet, Grace played the part of Juliet, dancing around the room in her imaginary tutu. "I can be anything I want," she thought. On Monday, the class met for auditions to choose who was best for each part. When it was Grace's turn to be Peter, she knew exactly what to do and all the words to say. She had been Peter Pan all weekend. She took a deep breath and imagined herself flying. When it was time to vote, the class chose Raj to be Captain Hook and Natalie to be Wendy. There was no doubt who would be Peter Pan. Everyone voted for Grace. "You were fantastic," whispered Natalie. The play was a big success and Grace was an amazing Peter Pan. After it was all over, she said, "I feel as if I could fly all the way home." "You probably could," said Ma. "Yes," said Nana. "If Grace put her mind to it, she can do anything she wants."
Thanks for watching, and don't forget that you are unique, important, and wonderfully made.
Woohoo! Mrs. Hot here. Welcome to the Positive Action series on race and diversity. It's time for Let's Talk About It. First question, why did Grace want to play a role that a boy usually played? Is it okay for girls to do things that boys normally do? That's a great question. Think about it. Good job. Next, not only is Grace a girl, but she is black and wants to play the part of a white boy. Therefore, Grace is facing prejudice, a harmful and unfair judgment due to her race and gender. Think about how you would feel in Grace's shoes after her classmates teased her. Has that ever happened to you? Talk to someone at home or someone in your class about how you would feel if you were feeling prejudice, harmful and unfair judgment. Good job. Next question. What does it say about Grace that she went ahead and tried out for the part? And what are some words to describe her character? Good job. Thanks for joining us for our Race and Diversity book series. We have one final book coming up called Children of the World, so be sure to join us again. And until then, remember this: you are unique, you are important, and you are one.
Wow, that was beautiful. What a beautiful book. So, boys and girls, now I want you to pause here and we're gonna discuss about all this question. It's time for Let's Talk About It.
Hello, Super Scholars. It's Mrs. Hot, and I want to welcome you to Mindfulness Minute on Talk It Out Tuesday. Today, take a moment and join school therapist Lacey Kidwell, who will lead us in desktop yoga. So take a moment, put your books aside, and follow Miss Kidwell as she helps us relax and take a look at our social and emotional wellness. Are you ready? Now remember this: you are unique, you are important, and you are wonderfully made.
School-based therapist. Going to get started with another desktop yoga lesson. We're going to start with a breathing exercise first. So we're going to get comfortable in our seats. We're going to bring our chest up and sit tall. This is the bear breath. So put your hands on your knees if it feels right. Next to you, whatever feels best for you. We're going to inhale for 3 seconds and we're going to exhale for 3 seconds. So what always helps me keep track of the time for this breath is to use my fingers to count. Or you can count in your head, whatever feels best for you. But I will count with my fingers to help you guys out. All right, ready? Hold for a second, exhale. Very good. We'll do that twice more. Inhale. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. That's our bear breath. Next, we're going to go into our poses. We're going to do our seated side bend first. So we'll bring our left arm down next to us. You can keep it on your lap, whatever is most comfortable. We're going to bring our right arm up and bend to the side. Hold this for a couple breaths. Feeling that stretch on your side, on your back. And on the next exhale, we'll bring our arms down and come to center. You're going to repeat this on the other side. So bring your left arm up. Lean to your right side. Hold it for a couple breaths. Next exhale, we'll come to center. Very good. Next, we're going to do a new one we haven't done before. This is called the seated peacock. So we're going to bring our legs out wide in front of us. And on the inhale, we're going to come forward, bringing our hands to the ground if it feels comfortable, just as far as you can reach. Holding this for a couple breaths, feeling that stretch in your legs. If you need to readjust your legs a little bit to make it more comfortable for you, go ahead. On the next exhale, we'll come back up into our seated position. Very good. Next, we're going to do our blown palm. So we're going to bring our arms above our head. We're going to grab our right wrist with our left hand. Lean towards the left. On the next exhale, we'll come to center and bring our arms down. Very good. We'll repeat this on the right side. Bring our arms up, grabbing our left wrist and leaning towards the right. Holding it for a couple breaths. And the next exhale, we'll come to center. Very good. Next, we're going to do the seated ragdoll. So we're going to bend forward like we would for our forward fold, but we're going to grab onto our elbows with either hand and lean forward. Hold this for a couple breaths. All right, when you're ready, you can slowly come back up. We'll do our pretzel twist next. So we're going to bring our right hand onto our left knee, bring our left arm behind us and twist. Just bring your hand to wherever feels the most comfortable. And on our next exhale, we'll come to center. We'll keep this on our right side. So we're going to bring our left hand onto our right knee, right arm behind us and twist. Pose for today is going to be our forward fold. So just like the ragdoll, we're just going to lean forward, bringing your hands to your feet, to the floor, whatever you can do, whatever feels the most comfortable, dropping your head down. We'll hold this for a couple breaths. When you're ready, you can slowly come up. All right, a little mindfulness challenge for today. I'm going to challenge you all to take 5 easy, slow breaths anytime today or in the next couple days. If you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or frustrated, maybe if you have a big test coming up or you're nervous about a situation, just take some time out of your day to take those 5 easy, deep breaths to kind of help calm yourself down and relax yourself. Look forward to seeing you all again soon. I hope you all are staying healthy and safe. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us from home, school, and your community. Gracias por acompañarnos desde vuestro hogar, escuela o comunidad. And remember, you are unique, you are important, and you're wonderfully made. Recordad, sois especiales maravillosos e importantes. Alright,